A town consumed by fear. Imagine a quiet Puritan village where whispers of witchcraft spiral into mass panic. Neighbors accuse neighbors, children point fingers at the elderly, and mere suspicion leads to the gallows. This was the reality in Salem, Massachusetts, in 1692, when fear and superstition ignited one of the darkest chapters in American history, the Salem Witch Trials. How did a small colonial settlement descend into such madness? And what can this tragic episode teach us about mass hysteria, justice, and the dangers of unchecked fear? Background: Puritan society and belief in the supernatural. The Salem Witch Trials occurred in a strict Puritan community where religion governed daily life. Puritans believed in the constant threat of the devil and his agents, witches, supernatural explanations for misfortune, crop failures, illness, deaths, a rigid social order where any deviation, especially from women, was suspect. In this environment, accusations of witchcraft were not uncommon, but Salem's case escalated into a full-blown crisis. The spark: the afflicted girls. The hysteria began in January 1692 when Betty Paris, 9, and Abigail Williams, 11, the daughter and niece of Reverend Samuel Paris, began suffering from violent fits, screaming, and convulsions. A local doctor, William Griggs, diagnosed them as bewitched. Soon, other girls in the village exhibited similar symptoms, accusing 3 women of tormenting them. Tituba, an enslaved indigenous woman from Barbados. Sarah Good, a homeless beggar. Sarah Osborne, an elderly, sickly woman. Under pressure, Tituba confessed to witchcraft, claiming the devil had recruited her, fueling the town's terror. The trials: a rush to judgment. The accusations quickly spiraled out of control. Special courts were established to try the accused. Spectral evidence, dreams and visions, was accepted as proof. Those who denied guilt were executed, those who confessed were spared. Key figures and events: Bridget Bishop, the first person executed, June 10, 1692. Rebecca Nurse, a respected elderly woman, hanged despite public doubts. Giles Corey, pressed to death with stones for refusing to plead. Cotton Mather, a prominent minister who supported the trials but later expressed regret. By the end, over 200 people were accused, 20 were executed, 19 hanged, 1 crushed, and 5 died in jail. The end of the hysteria. By late 1692, doubts grew. Respected figures, like Increase Mather, condemned the use of spectral evidence. The governor disbanded the court and pardoned remaining accused. In 1697, a judge publicly apologized. In 1711, victims were exonerated and compensated. Why did it happen? Possible causes. Historians debate the triggers. 1. Social tensions, feuds between wealthy and poor families. 2. Religious extremism, fear of the devil's influence. 3. Ergot poisoning, a theory that moldy rye caused hallucinations. 4. Mass hysteria, group psychology and fear-feeding accusations. Legacy. Lessons from Salem. The Salem Witch Trials remain a cautionary tale about the dangers of scapegoating, the flaws of rushed justice, how fear can override reason. Today, Salem is a symbol of injustice memorialized in literature, film, and political discourse, reminding us that history's darkest moments often begin with fear and end in tragedy. What would you have done in Salem? Would you have questioned the accusations or succumbed to the hysteria? The trials force us to reflect: how easily can fear distort truth? Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more. See you soon.